Hello and welcome to the Business Whisperer podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Adila Rafiz, the Global Business Whisperer. If you are wondering how to create a life in business that is intuitive, authentic, and successful, that is exactly what we are here to help you do each and every week, where we bring you episodes, interviews, tools, tips, everything that you are looking for to help you realize that the most important ingredient in your business is you, and listening to the whispers of your intuition, your gut instinct. It has helped me create a business beyond my wildest dreams, and I'm here to now help you do the same. So if you are ready to download some of this business whispering magic into your life and business, stay tuned because you're in the right place. Hello and welcome to the Business Whisperer podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Adila Rafiz, and today we continue the mini-series on building your very own empire. Healers, practitioners, coaches, facilitators, intuitives. This particular topic and series is for you, and it's also inspired by the Build Your Own Empire program that I'm incredibly excited and inspired about, to be honest. The Build Your Own Empire program has been completely revamped for 2023. And one of the things that I just think it delivers in one of the most unique ways is that three-pronged strategy between mindset, energy, physiology, being able to incorporate all angles of mind, body, spirit, or mind, body, energy, mind, body, intuition, however you like to think of it, so that you actually have all angles covered. You might have heard me talk about this before, but for myself, because I really strongly believe and require all three angles to be covered when working with coaches, healers, or other facilitators, because of not only my own experience, but my knowledge and understanding of how the body, the mind, and us as spiritual beings, how we create change or how we experience transformation. All three of those bases need to be covered. And over the many years that not only have I been a healer and a coach, but I've been receiving those services for myself, I know the struggle that it has been to actually find those containers where all those needs are covered, all those angles are covered. Normally they are not, and there's nothing wrong with that, because most people are experts in one particular field. They might be coaches that are really experts at creating growth and forward movement in your business from a cognitive space, and may even be very skilled at working with conscious and subconscious blocks based in the mind. But then you still need that energetic or spiritual healing, that spiritual transformation, evolution, and support for those of us who very strongly align with the energetic being that we are and the energetic work that's required to create physical change. And then lastly, having an understanding, the practitioner or the coach or healer that you are working with, them having a very robust and sound understanding of how we are anchored here in our physical bodies. Okay, so we are physical bodies that have, we are housed in physical bodies right now that have physiological reactions, conditioning, behaviors, and patterns. We have a very physical aspect to our human experience, and we have these past conditionings, beliefs, behaviors, traumas that are stored in the body, that our body has created ways that it interacts with energy and information and experiences and conditions to create certain outcomes. And if you don't have a sound understanding of how the body needs to feel safe, how the neurological and physiological systems need to be included in the process when you are doing energetic healing or transformation, and therefore then creating and anchoring in the coaching, the conscious and the subconscious work and conditioning that you are doing with clients, you will often have incomplete results, Or you may experience 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and you might feel frustrated or wonder why you always seem to reach a certain level and never be able to proceed further than that, or why you always seem to plateau, or you get to a certain place of change and then you feel stuck there for a long period of time until your body, mind, and energy are all able to calibrate to that new level, feel safe there, feel secure there, and that can take months and sometimes even years before then you can have your next phase of growth. So, for those of you who are resonating with that, or you have experienced that, or you're understanding that cycle, that is all happening because one or more parts of those 3 pieces that are required, mind, body, and energy, or mind, body, and spirit, are not being catered to. And so you either need to go out and find the right practitioners and coaches that can work with you so that all those levels are met, all those levels of mind, body, and energy support are being met. Or, like the Build Your Own Empire program, maybe you're able to find a practitioner or a coach that's offering those components in one place, in one container. And like I said, I have searched far and wide, and I have been willing, and I have paid thousands and thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars looking for this type of experience. And I'm finally building it out and offering it to the world for 2023. So the Build Your Own Empire program is coaching, training, and a mastermind program all rolled into one. And what it is designed to do is meet your needs at all levels of mind, body, and energy, and give you the cognitive information and support that you require to build your business, scale your business, implement the systems, the back end, meet with the industry experts, and understand what your business needs to move the needle forward, wherever it is that you may be stuck when it comes to scaling and growing to multiple 6 figures, starting to head towards 7 figures. That is going to be met in the coaching aspect of this program, as well as in the mastermind aspect of this program. Then we bring in the energetic support, the healing, the mindset shifts that need to be made, the healing of past experiences, beliefs, and traumas that you need to undo and move beyond, the establishing and creating the safety energetically as well as physiologically for your body to be able to not only have success, but to keep growing beyond your current comfort zone each month so that you see huge results by the end or even halfway through the program. And then finally, bringing in, something that many of us crave is that genuine support and community. When it comes to being in the industry, when it comes to being a business owner, a CEO, a healer, a facilitator, someone that's doing all of the things to be successful, as you so rightly should be, one of the things that we can really crave and find that we are lacking is genuine support and a community of like-minded people. Feeling that we have that camaraderie that, others may find in a workplace or in an industry or belonging to organizations or associations, we don't really have that. And unless you have a very strong personal network of like-minded people or people in the industry, you might feel alone and you might feel unsupported and you might feel like no one gets the struggles that you deal with. And I know that I felt that way for many, many years, especially because I lived in New Zealand. There was no one that I knew that was actually doing what I did, and also no one that I was aspiring to be like in my immediate vicinity. And so I had to go international And back in the day, that meant flying to other countries. Before the online coaching and healing space took off, this meant flying all over the world to attend events and conferences and masterminds in person, to find other people doing the things that created connection for me and created inspiration and community. And so one of the most wonderful things that has happened with the growth of the space online is the ability to find people doing amazing things that we have things in common with from all over the world. And one of the things the Build Your Own Empire program is doing is bringing it together and having it create a mastermind for you, a high-level mastermind with like-minded individuals who are doing amazing things, who you find inspiring and interesting and love to learn from, as well as learn from myself and the other industry experts that we are bringing into the program. We are bringing in people for back end, people for front end, people for intuitive creation of your business, whether it's graphics, whether it's website, whether it's social media, whether it's advertising and marketing that you're struggling with. We are bringing this to you, as well as the healing and the energetic exercises, activations, growth, support, finding that alignment with who you are and what you truly desire to be creating in your business and delivering to the world, and then supporting you structurally to get there. Like I said, not only did I not find this, I absolutely, hand on my heart, believe that you will not find this anywhere else at this price point. This program, it would be normal for it to be a multiple 5-figure investment. Okay, this would easily be a coaching, a training, and a mastermind that you can expect to pay $10,000, $15,000, even $20,000 or more dollars a year to be a part of. And so what we are offering for a fraction of that price, for those of you who are already in the industry, who are already creating your business and have some income coming in, but you're really wondering how to scale it and how to grow it, this program is for you. And this program is designed to get you out of that, I'm a single person, I'm not sure how viable or strong my business is foundationally. I'm not sure if I have a bad week or a really bad month financially, if my business is still going to be around. I'm not sure how to create consistent income. I don't know how to scale. I don't know how to find the right hires. I don't know how to create all of the products and services and create my signature offerings and fill them with my, highly aligned clients. This program is for you. And I'm just so excited about what we are offering at a price point that I think anyone can choose if you are already in the industry. If you're not in the industry, if you haven't started yet, if you're starting to grow from zero, then the business upgrade program is for you. That's going to have all your business foundations sorted. But if you've already started your business, if you already see clients, if you're already making income, if you're already understanding and seeing the potential in your business, but you just don't know how to get there, you are also thinking of this as a, month to month, year to year thing, rather than looking at the big picture and starting to understand how you can be creating an empire with your offerings. This is for you. And I'm really excited. So, in the meantime, talking about building your own empire, these are some of the core things that I think people are struggling with and that we look at and work on in this program. Number one, visibility. Okay, visibility, it means being willing and able to be seen for what it is that you do and what it is you truly have to offer the world. And so visibility, you might understand the term, or you might have done work on visibility blocks or your willingness to be seen before. But the other thing that this ties into is really creating the depth in your business and in your offerings. And that comes down to you being able to go really deep and really bring forth the greatest level of work that you have to offer, the greatest transformation, really getting clear on who it is that you are here to help, what it is that you do, and how to understand that you are so talented, so unique, and so capable. Really starting to trust and believe that for yourself, and then being willing to be seen as that expert in your business and in the industry, which starts to make you a leader. So the visibility block is not just around being seen, it's actually also understanding and believing for yourself the depth of work that you are able to offer, exactly how transformational you are as a healer, practitioner, coach, or facilitator, and really stepping into that truth and being willing to shine brightly for the world to see you, see the transformation you create, and see the value that you offer the world. Okay. Number 2, one of the things that goes hand in hand with is also therefore your ability to create the offerings, to create the classes or the programs, the short courses, long courses, masterclasses, signature programs and offerings that bring your expertise to the forefront, that are delivered in the way that resonate with you and also creates the greatest results for your clients. Our industry cannot be a cookie cutter industry. We cannot assume that one size fits all. We know that all of our clients are different and have different needs. But we also need to understand, therefore, that one size does not fit us with the offerings that we have and how to offer the work that you do. So just because everyone else you know in the industry offers their services in a particular way, just because they coach in a particular way or offer classes in a particular way in a certain format or at a certain price point, does not mean it is the most aligned way for you. So if you have been struggling with inspiration here or motivation, so if you find that it's hard for you to maintain enthusiasm, not because you don't love the work that you do, but there's something about it that is not quite right, you haven't quite found your perfect fit, the thing that makes you go, I love offering what I do in the way that I offer it, and I know exactly what it is that works so well and that resonates so well with me, and therefore my most ideal clients also find me because I just love the whole way this is set up, this is delivered. Or if you know what's missing or lacking, but you don't know how to fill that gap, so you know what you don't like about what it is you're currently doing, but you don't know the alternative way of doing it, you can't really brainstorm the options because you have a limitation in either experience or just information. And this is one of the things that I think people don't realize, the value of working with a coach long term and a mastermind is the ability to learn so much from the other peers in your group, seeing the multiple ways that you could be doing the thing that you thought there was only one way of doing it, but also having someone else's eyes on your business, someone else's foresights and insights and expert opinion, because they've been there, done that. They see the trends, they know how this goes, they know what that pain point is that you're coming up against because I've already been there, already done it. And giving you the different options so you can find the one that will resonate best for you and create results, that is invaluable. And I don't think we understand just how valuable that is, because for many, many years in business, people just think that they have to struggle until they figure it out on their own. And I promise you that is the long, slow way of doing this. The final aspect here that I wanted to really bring to the forefront for you to start to look at for you, for your business, for your mindset of 2023. When you start to make that shift from business owner to CEO mindset, when you start to embody that shift, when you start to make decisions from a different place, think about the difference in your decision-making skills. Think about the difference in how you are thinking when you're wondering how to get through an immediate problem, and that's the only thing that you're focused on, versus when you're already believing, trusting, and knowing that your business is going to be an empire in the future. You already hold and embody that vision and that CEO energy of the empire of the future. And when you are presented with an issue or a problem or something that requires a solution in your business, you're not just taking that short-term view. You have a long-term understanding of where the business is going and what the choices you make today, what they are required to be able to include and to be a part of in the future. It's a totally different mindset. And it's a totally different skill set. And this is something, one of my favorite things about the Build Your Own Empire program, the unofficial tagline is what I say about this program is it's 12 months, it's an extended container, but in 12 months, our aim, our target, our goal is to achieve in 12 months what you would normally achieve in 5 years. So to really shorten that long growth period, that struggle streak, you know, when you are starting out in business and when you get to momentum and then you're thinking, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get here and then here and then here. One of the things we often don't take into account is the process of quantum leaping. And when I say quantum leaping in this instance, I'm not just talking about the energetics. I'm talking about the change that is created or the growth that is available to you when you have momentum. One of the greatest things that creates a lack of momentum and therefore a lack of consistent growth in businesses is when you're doing it alone. We get uninspired, we get demotivated, we run into a problem or we feel stuck and actually we stop for a while. We stop or we stagnate at that place for as long as it takes for us to either find the solution, but more importantly, find the motivation to get back up and get going again, or to get going after we perceive that we have failed somehow. You know, when you try to launch something new and you feel like no one took you up on that offering, when you consistently fail to meet your income goal, it gets very demotivating and demoralizing. And it is human nature to stop and to want to give up for a little while. The difference that it makes when you actually are able to find the support, the solutions, the healing, the energy work, the facilitation, the coaching that you require, and move through that block and not linger on it for weeks and months, but instead be able to move through that period in days or weeks, is priceless. And this is how we build momentum. And this is why I say in this program, you will get to that place where you thought, you know, it might take you 5 years to get to this goal or this outcome. But if you have consistent mentorship, consistent expert advice, consistent resources, consistent people and places that you can go to, this community that allows you to pick yourself up. It's okay if you have a bad day. It's okay if you have a bad launch. It's okay if your latest offering failed. It's okay if you didn't realize that there was a major flaw in one of your funnels, okay? Whatever it is that's going to come up. To feel like you are not alone and to be able to work through that phase of feeling dejected and rejected quickly and get back up and get back into the mindset and the energy of being in your business, that is priceless. And when you do that consistently over a year, where you end up at the end of that year is so far beyond, so far beyond where you would have got to if you had done it alone. If you had done it bit by bit, piece by piece, relying on finding that information, finding those resources from all of the different places you had to go to. So that, together with the final piece, which is community, which is support, which is, I just think, invaluable. As I spoke about earlier, I struggled with loneliness and feeling uninspired and feeling like no one else understood me or the vision for what I wanted to create for many, many years. And that slows you down. So to have all of this in one space and to be supported and held and cheered on and sometimes kicked forward if you're, using excuses and holding back and not letting your light shine and really not holding yourself accountable to being the greatest version of who you are and giving yourself the permission to express your most authentic self and create the greatest possible version of your business now. To not need to hold back, to not need to wait until you're older or more successful or make more money or have more clients, to actually be able to go out and do all of that now and be supported and held and celebrated by a coach, a facilitator, your peers and colleagues in the mastermind, and look to those industry experts that we have coming into the Build Your Own Empire program to give you the missing information. Absolutely priceless. So I hope this has been a helpful episode for those of you who have either been thinking, what is the next step for me in my business? Or how do I find the right coach or program or mastermind? I hope this has been an episode that's given you some insight into what we do and what we do differently in the Build Your Own Empire program, and also give you some things to think about and look at as to what is required for you to really make that shift into CEO mindset, CEO embodiment, and long-term vision, growth, and excellence for you and your business. I am really looking forward to hearing all of your success stories for 2023. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you soon. Take care. And that wraps up another episode of the Business Whisperer podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Your support means the world to me. Now, as always, if you found value in today's episode, do me a favor and share it with someone who you know would love this information, or leave us a review so you can help other people find this podcast too. Wishing you so much success ahead, and as always, remember, keep following the whispers.